Lungs. Your lungs are like those chill roommates who never stop working but never ask for credit. They extract oxygen from every breath you take, send it into your bloodstream, and kick carbon dioxide out like yesterday's trash. Without them, your blood is just sad liquid with no oxygen to offer. Fun fact, your lungs have a surface area as big as a tennis court, yet somehow they fit neatly inside your chest. Nature is basically the Marie Kondo of biology. But here's what makes lungs even cooler. They are spongy, elastic organs that actually adjust to your activity level. Running late for work? Your lungs ramp up oxygen delivery. Sleeping in on a Sunday? They relax and slow down. It is like having personal assistants that adapt to your every move. No complaints, no overtime. Liver. Your liver is the overachiever of your body. It filters your blood, detoxes your tequila nights, produces bile for fat digestion, and even stores vitamins. Think of it as a bartender who mixes cocktails, manages inventory, throws out troublemakers, and still has time to restock the fridge. Oh, and if you cut out 75% of it, it can regenerate. Your other organs are jealous, but wait, there is more. The liver also processes medications, manages blood sugar levels, and produces proteins necessary for blood clotting. It is basically your body's chemical control center, silently handling hundreds of tasks while you binge-watch shows and snack on chips. Brain. If your body were a company, the brain would be the quirky but brilliant CEO who works 24/7, takes no lunch breaks, and has a caffeine addiction. It runs your thoughts, emotions, movements, and survival instincts. Despite being just 3 pounds, it consumes a whopping 20% of your energy. Also, it will sacrifice your limbs in a crisis just to keep itself alive. Ruthless, but effective. Beyond thinking, your brain coordinates sleep, appetite, and memory. It even has a reward system that makes you feel awesome after achieving something or eating chocolate. Basically, your brain is a drama-filled, high-maintenance genius who happens to run the show. Heart. Your heart is basically the die-hard romantic that never takes a break. It beats over 100,000 times a day just to keep blood and all its oxygen-rich goodness flowing. It has 4 chambers, 2 atria, and 2 ventricles, and it is the most efficient pump ever invented. No electricity, no brakes, no drama, just endless devotion. And not only does it pump blood, but it also responds to your mood. Excited? It speeds up. Calm? It slows down. It is the only organ that literally reacts to love songs and horror movies. Your heart is not just a pump, it is an emotional DJ for your whole body. Kidneys. These bean-shaped champs sit quietly near your lower back, filtering about 50 gallons of blood every single day. They remove waste, balance fluids, and keep your blood pressure in check. You can survive with just 1 kidney, but having 2 is like having dual monitors. It just works better. They also help produce red blood cells and activate vitamin D, so they are not just janitors. They are multitasking MVPs. And if one fails, the other often steps up without complaint. True silent heroes of your biology? Spleen. The spleen is like the bouncer at the VIP club called your bloodstream. It checks every red blood cell at the door, kicks out the old or damaged ones, and keeps infections from crashing the party. Most people forget it exists until it gets enlarged or has to be removed. Then suddenly it is all anyone talks about. Besides filtering blood, the spleen also stores white blood cells and platelets, which help fight infections and heal wounds. It is your immune system's hidden weapon, quiet, effective, and crucial in emergencies. Nose. Your nose is the TSA of your face. It checks every breath for dust, pollen, or whatever weird smell is wafting through the room. It warms and humidifies air before it hits your lungs and helps you taste food. Lose your sense of smell and suddenly pizza just tastes like warm cardboard. But the nose does not stop there. It also plays a role in vocal resonance. Your voice sounds different when you have a cold for a reason. Plus, your nose helps regulate airflow so you can breathe effortlessly while sleeping, laughing, or panicking during a horror movie. Appendix. Long thought to be useless, the appendix is now believed to have a role in gut immunity. It is like that quiet team member who no one notices until they are gone, and suddenly the whole system falls apart. If it gets inflamed, though, prepare for one dramatic exit involving surgery and bed rest. New research shows it may act as a safe house for good gut bacteria, helping your body bounce back after illness. So, next time someone calls it useless, remember, it might just be your digestive system's secret backup plan. Pancreas. This organ multitasks like a Silicon Valley intern. It helps digest food by producing enzymes and regulates blood sugar by releasing insulin. Without it, your glucose levels would be all over the place, and you would basically turn into a walking sugar crash. Diabetes, anyone? The pancreas also produces glucagon to raise blood sugar when needed. Together, these hormones keep your energy stable, even when you eat 3 donuts and crash on the couch. It is the silent negotiator between your cravings and your bloodstream. Stomach. Your stomach is the mixing bowl of your digestive system, churning food with acid and enzymes until it becomes a mushy blend called chyme. It is like a high-speed blender for tacos and cereal alike. If the acid escapes upward, though, say hello to heartburn, the stomach's spicy revenge. Also, the stomach has rugae, folds that allow it to stretch to accommodate a surprise buffet. Plus, it has its own nervous system called the gut brain that responds to stress. So yes, your stomach can literally feel anxiety. Skin. Skin is the largest organ you have and the most underappreciated. It protects you from germs, regulates temperature, and even helps you make vitamin D. It is basically your body's superhero cape, except it gets dry in winter and sunburnt in summer. Also comes in millions of shades, all fabulous. Your skin also contains sensory receptors that let you feel heat, cold, pain, and tickles. It sheds and regenerates constantly like a built-in self-cleaning wrap. Without it, we would be literal puddles of goo. Eyes. Your eyes take in light, flip images upside down, and send all that info to your brain, which decodes it into what you see. They are your built-in cameras. No filters, no edits. But mess with their moisture balance and suddenly you are blinking like you are trying to send Morse code. They also have rods and cones that detect light and color, adjusting to brightness like high-tech sensors. Your pupils shrink and expand depending on mood and light, making your eyes not just windows to the soul, but tiny, expressive spotlights. Ears? Ears capture sound waves and translate them into electrical signals for your brain to interpret. But they also help you balance. That spinning feeling after a wild amusement park ride? Blame your inner ear. And yes, earwax is normal. Think of it as self-care for your sound system. The ear is divided into outer, middle, and inner parts, all with distinct jobs, from catching sound to amplifying it to processing it. Plus, ears help you locate where sound is coming from, so you do not confuse your cat's meow with a ghost in the attic. Tongue. This muscular marvel helps you taste, chew, swallow, and even talk. It is basically your mouth's Swiss Army knife. Each taste bud has its own flavor preference, like picky eaters at a buffet. Lose it, and suddenly food becomes way less fun. The tongue also helps you pronounce sounds and words, making it key to communication. And let us not forget, it helps keep your airway open during sleep. Silent hero by day, snore preventer by night. Reproductive organs? These organs are all about creating the next you. In males, the testes produce sperm and testosterone. In females, the ovaries make eggs and hormones like estrogen and progesterone. They are responsible for everything from puberty chaos to creating new humans. No pressure. These organs also regulate monthly cycles, influence mood, and signal puberty. They are behind everything from growth spurts to awkward school dances, and yes, eventually the creation of new life. Arguably the most dramatic of all organ systems. So, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when a new video drops.